First at 5, we're learning more information about the 2012 case against a Woonsocket man, most recently accused of abusing an infant he was babysitting.
And we've first reported on the arrest of Christopher Bernier earlier this week. Today, he was back in court for another child abuse case. Eyewitness News reporter Jared Planner was in court for that hearing and obtained a police report on the 2012 case.
Jared joins us live from the Providence Mobile Newsroom with what he's learned.
Mike and Shannon, that's right, repeated court dates this week, and the question is, as new information emerges, does it show a pattern of behavior?
Not guilty pleas.
The problems are multiple for Christopher Bernier, back in court Wednesday for the second time this week. The 25-year-old appearing to shake in family court in Providence, pleading not guilty in a Woonsocket child cruelty neglect case from 2012. The Attorney General's office says the alleged victim was the 2-year-old daughter of Bernier's then-girlfriend. In a 2012 report obtained by Eyewitness News, police wrote it looked like the girl had been hit in the face. It wasn't clear by whom. Investigators believed Bernier and the girlfriend had lied about the child falling from a counter. Both were charged for failing to get her timely medical care. But it's the same type of lying Bernier is said to have done this past Sunday after police allege he repeatedly hit 5-month-old Jacob Wilder, his Woonsocket roommate's son. Police say after claiming the baby had fallen from a couch, Bernier later admitted to slapping him when he didn't stop crying.
I'm probably going to sit outside the courtroom because I do not want to see him. It hurts very, very much that he would do such thing, and I can't forgive something like this.
Christopher Bernier appeared Wednesday on the older case after officials say he failed to show up in late 2013. The Department of Children, Youth and Families is now investigating the Jacob Wilder matter. Today, as part of his court appearance, Bernier was ordered to have no contact with that girl from the case back in 2012. As for Jacob Wilder, his father tells Eyewitness News new hospital scans show that the child is continuing to recover well, and that is very good news. New at 6 o'clock, we take a closer look at that report dug up from about 4 years ago. For now, live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Jared Planner, Eyewitness News.
We're learning more tonight about past child abuse accusations against a Woonsocket man who was arrested this week for allegedly beating his roommate's baby boy unconscious.
And today, Christopher Bernier appeared in family court in connection with a separate child abuse case from 2012. New at 6 tonight, we've obtained a police report that reveals the disturbing details of that previous case.
Eyewitness News reporter Jared Planner is live outside District Court with the Providence Mobile Newsroom. Jared.
Well, Mike and Shannon, since he's being held now and failed to appear in this older case years ago, officials figured they would handle this all right here, right now. The question to the alleged facts show a pattern of behavior. 25-year-old Christopher Bernier's handshake in family court in Providence Wednesday as he pleads not guilty in a Woonsocket child cruelty neglect case from 2012. The Attorney General's office says the alleged victim was the 2-year-old daughter of Bernier's then-girlfriend. On Monday, Bernier was arraigned in a new child abuse case, accused of hitting 5-month-old Jacob Wilder, his Woonsocket roommate's baby. Police say it caused facial and other injuries. In the 2012 report obtained by Eyewitness News, police wrote the young girl in that older case had, quote, a large, deep red bruise that covered the majority of the left side of her face. She also had bruising under her chin and small bruising on her ribs. The facial bruising appears to be in the outline of a handprint. The bruise appears to be non-consistent with a fall from a counter. That's what police said Bernier and the girlfriend had claimed. It wasn't clear who had hit the child. Both were charged for failing to get her timely medical care. But it's the same type of lying Bernier is said to have done in the Wilder case, first claiming the baby had fallen from a couch. Police say Bernier later admitted to slapping him when he didn't stop crying. And the Department of Children, Youth and Families now investigating this new Wilder matter. Live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom tonight, Jared Planner, Eyewitness News.